Hello, viewers. This is another episode of your favorite program, 10 Minutes with You. My name is Damilola Hafresh. This is a program where we discuss how your Christian life influences your day-to-day activities. We discuss about how your Christian life has influenced your day-to-day activities and how you have been able to cope and just oppose things around you. I have with me today a public utility officer, a staff of the EDC, and he will be here to share with us how his day-to-day, his environment has also been influenced by his Christian life.
When you want to install meter to customers, some of them would like to approach you, asking you to do one or two things that will alter what you are supposed to do originally.
Okay.
Especially when they want to, ask you about how is it going to be that my meter wouldn't be running so fast.
Okay.
So they would like to tell you, can you do one or two things in order to reduce, the fastness of the meter reading, This, as I say, is a challenge to us. Some of them would meet you with huge amount of money, want to influence you in order to do that. But because you're a child of God, because you know what you are doing, it's so tempting anyway, very tempting. But since you know what you are doing, you have to reject it outrightly because it's not in line with what you are supposed to do as an installer and also as a child of God. And also, some of them would like to, tell you to, how am I going to not even pay at all? Okay. Just install the meter. I want to be having light. I want to, every of my house should be powered, but I don't want to
pay the bill.
Pay the bills, and the rest of them are to recharge my meter. That is, they want you to, do some, how do we call it? Tap the light and give them so that it's going to be bypassing. Thank you very much for that. So that's one of the challenges, and they are so numerous.
We have seen a scenario where, should I call it NEPA official? NEPA is always NEPA. And the final consumers, that is people who make use of the utilities, most time exchange combats, maybe in times of installation and disconnection. What causes this kind of things, and what do you think can be put in place as a mechanism to check this kind of occurrence, apart from the prepaid meter measures?
Okay, if I am to understand the question you just asked me right now, it's about how are we, being able to, tackle some
what I mean
challenges coming from the customers.
Yes.
Concerning maybe when you go out to disconnect them.
Yeah.
Because
most of the time they attack officials with a physical confrontation.
Yes, it does happen sometimes, but to me, there's someday such kind of situation happened.
To you in particular?
To us as a team.
Okay.
They thought that we are there to do what? To disconnect them. I told you we are into installation. So when we approached the customer's residential building and starts our work as normal, before you know it, all of them, troop out from their various rooms and they were shouting and ranting, Such kind of situation came and I decided to calm down my team members. I told them, please calm down. In this kind of situation, you are not supposed to respond to them harshly because it's going to cost you.
Yes.
You don't have any other person to defend you here. We are just few, but there are many. So you have to calm down and listen to them, explain to them the reason why you are here. So after explaining to them and they are not listening, what you should do is to do what? You pack up your things and leave. Because if you don't do that, you are going to receive it so hot. Sometimes you might be injured because you are trying to do one. We are also taught that in such a situation you're not supposed to fight with customers. You're not supposed to actually exchange even words with them. They are customers. You need to pet them. You need to tell them some things that they are supposed to understand. So in such kind of situation, that very day I calmed them down. I told them, please, we are here for meter installation. We are different from some. Our office are so different. We are not here for disconnection. So I don't know if you are owing before, but if you are owing before, you try as much as possible to go and pay. That is how the situation calmed down. But some of them who are also into disconnection and reconnection and the rest of them, some of them used to also encounter them. I don't really know how they used to calm them down, but in my own situation, I've explained it to you.
That's a very nice one. We have some situation where neighborhood most time contribute money to buy transformer or electricity pole.
Okay.
And after the installation, this equipment automatically becomes the property of the distribution company. Is the same thing applicable to the cable that a customer used to bring or to supply light into his compound? Because we see situation whereby people disconnecting light also pack away the cable used in supplying light to that. So is that same logic applicable to the cables?
Well,
what I mean is, who owns the cable? Is it the customer or the distribution company?
Well, the customer is the owner of the cable.
Okay.
He bought the cable, bought the pole, and the rest of them, as the case may be, for them to do what? For them to have energy. They wanted to have a source of energy into their house. So they have to go ahead and, make a purchase of those things. As they may say, it belongs to EEDC. You understand? But for me, if I should go into that, it might be so complicated because there are some people who are supposed to answer you that question.
Okay.
The spokesperson from our office, especially from the headquarters, should be the people or person to give you detail
Right
on
position to
on who owns this and or who owns that. Thank you very much.
You are also into music ministry.
Yes.
And I've watched you several times performing and ministering to the brethren. And there's something I noticed about your ministration.
Okay.
It's unique, it's cultural, and it's energetic.
Okay.
What made you to choose that line of ministration?
All right. First of all, I was very happy when you asked me that question. When you threw it at me concerning my music ministry. I'm a music minister. I also have an album.
Oh, okay.
I've been into music industry for years. Many people don't know. And my interest is not just about cultural way of ministering or singing. But when you come to a particular place or a particular area and you need to read people, you need to understand what and what do they like concerning music, concerning songs. So since I came down here, I saw that we have mixed up of youth and elderly people and the rest of them in our church. So especially Enugu State, they love cultural music. And in terms of gospel music, they love it that way. So when you are supposed to sing and give them that, you are lifting their spirit, you are lifting their mind. So in that direction, I'm trying to do what? To connect them to God and also to give them lifting and edifying or edification towards music. Thank you very much. That's
very good. So it's from that premises you are inspired to give that kind of music.
Yes.
It's a very nice time having you on the studio today.
Okay.
Time will not permit us. I would have loved you to give us at least a bit of those melodious songs. But I believe next time we call you will be here to sing and also to answer some of our questions.
Thank you
very much, Mr. Charles.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Viewers, we won't have it so long today on the program. And this is where we'll be dropping the curtain for today. I want to encourage you to keep liking, commenting, and share on our Instagram, Facebook, and every other social media. Thank you very much. Have a very nice time.